Danny, excluding England from the situation, what's the most enticing alternative story that you would love to see here?
Messi to win it. Argentina to get to the final and Messi to score a couple of goals in the final. There's always this huge debate about who is the greatest, and everyone always has a go at Messi. He's not won the World Cup. He's not done what Maradona did.
Yeah.
For me, he's the greatest player that I've ever seen live. Didn't see Maradona, didn't see the likes of George Best. He's up there with the original Ronaldo that I've seen live. As Messi does things that I've never seen any other player do, in football. I think he's the greatest of all time, certainly of my era. I would love him to go and win it if it's not England.
What a story. And the players in that Argentinian camp want the same thing. Alexis McAllister was telling me out there that they all want it, yes, for Argentina, but they want it for Messi. And Messi's so quiet in the dressing room as well, Carlton. Just one of the boys quietly gets on with it and then quietly leads them out. It's just the way he is.
Yeah, he gets on and plays his football, doesn't he? He lets his football do the talking. He's a magnificent player, but we're talking fairy tales here. They're going to have to do a lot more than that to win the World Cup. I think this is a close one with the Netherlands as well. I mean, they've quietly I think they've quietly gone about their business. I think they were lucky against America in the first half. I mean, if Pulisic scores early on, that's a different game. I thought USA were the better side for the first half. 2 goals on the breakaway. Other than that, I thought the USA were the better team, but they run out comfortable winners. I don't think Argentina are great.
But the sounds of it, you don't think they're going to win it?
Well,
for themselves or Messi?
I don't. They won't win the tournament.
No,
they won't win the tournament.
You would take Brazil over them?
As it stands at the moment, I think Brazil, for me, are the team to beat. I think Brazil beat Argentina comfortably, and I think the only team. I honestly believe this. I think if England can take care of France, and I believe they can, if Gareth is very positive with his team, I think the only team that can stop Brazil is England.
Okay, right. Okay, we're going to talk about England all morning. Of course we will. England preparing for the French. Where do you stand in this then, Danny? Back 3 versus back 4 and the Mbappe conundrum.
I think he'll stick with the back 4. I think they will. I think Gareth might tweak the midfield area. I think he might play Jude Bellingham on the right of that 3. I think you might see Rice as the out-and-out holder, sit in front of the back 2. I think you might see Bellingham on the right-hand side just to help out Kyle Walker at times, because Mbappe's quick, but you've still got other players in that team. Griezmann's a problem when he drops into that strange position of a false 9, 10
player, isn't he?
Position. They've got pace down the right-hand side as well. Mbappe can switch wings. They can do all sorts. But I think if you play Bellingham inside on that right, he's got the athleticism, the pace, the energy to get up and support Kane and the front 3. But he's also got the tenacity and the desire to get back and help Kyle Walker out if he comes inside. I've got no issue with Mbappe versus Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker sends him down the line. Where's the danger? Straight race, not a huge problem. Kyle Walker's got bags of experience, bags of pace. If he sends him down the line, what's the worst that can happen? Mbappe crosses it or cuts in from the byline. That's not a problem. Mbappe wants to come inside. So all Kyle Walker's got to think is show him down the line, show him down the line. Then it becomes a bit of a race. And if he does get past him towards the byline, even if it's near the 18-yard box, it's on the byline. You've got centre halves coming across.
So you sound like don't be overbothered about Mbappe.
I don't think you can. If you do that, it becomes a problem, and that therein is the problem. If Gareth reverts to type in all the games that he plays the top opposition, he goes to a back 3. Now, if he does that, you would assume it's Walker, Stones, and Maguire, and then Trippier would play on Mbappe. But then straight away we go to a flat 5 because Mbappe and Dembele will stay up and wide.
Then you're taking Kyle Walker's pace out of it and using him as a covering player.
Exactly, and also you're giving the initiative to France. I think we should stay with and we're going to have to make too many changes then, because then you're going to have to leave out Foden, you're going to have to leave out Saka. Don't do that. I think we've got a better midfield for them. I think we've got 3 top. I think we got 3 top strikers. Right, I think with Declan sitting in there. Declan can get in and around Kyle and help him out. If you look at the Iran game, when Luke Shaw was caught out of position, Declan got back in there. Let's go and have a go at him. Go and be positive, go and be positive and have a go at him, because everybody talks about our frailties defensively. We've only conceded 2 goals and we've conceded three clean sheets. We've scored 12 goals. We've scored the most goals in the tournament, right? So go and another interesting fact. France have only had 3 goal scorers. We've had 8 different goal scorers. So we're scoring goals from every different position.
Games are won in the midfield, Jim.
Absolutely.
Croatia beat us in the last World Cup because their midfield was better than ours. Simple as that. We didn't beat Italy because their midfield, I think, was better than ours. Player for player. Our midfield was better than France.
I think we were negative in both of those games. I think we sat back against Italy
but
when we should have.
They were better than us, Carlton. They had better players.
But if they in the Russia game, the Croatia game, I think I was crying out before half time. We had to go to 5 in the midfield. When we played them in a friendly after the World Cup, we played a 5 and beat them in a friendly.
But they had Brozovic, Rakitic, and Modric.
Yeah, but
that's 3 world-class players. We had a younger Jordan Henderson, Jesse Lingard and Ashley Young.
Yeah, but we had to pack...
That doesn't pale in... They're nowhere near.
Yeah, so what you're up against tomorrow, you think is overcomeable?
We're better than them. Our midfield is better than them. And you look at all the great teams, and Carlton played in some fantastic teams and against some fantastic teams. If you win the midfield battle, you have a much better chance of winning the game.
Well, it decides the game for me tomorrow.
This is more English positivity than arrogance, I must say. I'll concede to that.
I said at the start of the tournament, right, when people are talking about England, this is a good group of players that we have. It really is. And the manager has got the trust of the players in every which way, and they believe in him. And, as we've seen with Harry Maguire, who's not had the best of club form, but he's been superb in the World Cup, and everybody's talking about the frailties of England at the back. We are not poor defensively. We are good. We have a very, very good side, and we will, if we can get past France, which I honestly believe we can, if we go 4-3-3, we'll run it very close to winning the World Cup.
I'm loving that. So if Southgate sticks to what he's been doing, England have more than a very good chance. You agree with that? You agree with the boys? And don't pay over too much attention to Mbappe. He's another player in the opposition side. You can give us a shout in that 03717 223344 81089. Funnily enough, I was thinking about you last night, Danny Mills. You and I had a long chat in the car park at Wembley. What was it? Was it the day Liverpool won the FA Cup semi-final, I think, and got themselves
final, I think, wasn't it?
Was it the final?
Was it Liverpool-Chelsea? Yeah, I think it was Liverpool-Chelsea. Yeah.
Did you think then, in all honesty, all those months ago, that we'd be here now talking about England on the eve of a World Cup quarter-final and looking at a semi-final, maybe looking at a final?
I was getting out of the group was always mandatory, and it was going to happen. Getting through the round of 16, you assume that's going to happen. But then I've said from day one, when people were saying if Gareth doesn't win this, he needs to be sacked. Well, hang on a minute. You've got to look at who you play along the way. You have to look at the draw. France are the world champions.
Yeah.
They've got 4 or 5 players out as well, don't forget.
Sure.
If they had their full complement, they would be huge favourites.
Can't you? If he was in there on Benzema.
And then you get the ridiculous argument, and Simon makes this point quite often. Gareth has never beaten a team that we're not expected to beat. What England manager has, by the way?
Yeah, but I think
there isn't. You have to go back to 2002 when we beat Argentina.
Yeah,
favourites.